Don't overthink it. Arby's, we have the meats.
Local 3 School Patrol, covering the classrooms in your community.
Okay, if you were watching this morning and you are single, maybe your kids, grandkids are looking for that special someone, we may have found the answer for you. I didn't find it, but they did. This is Ed Calais, who has Truly Effortless Events. This is Brock Olson, who is a dating coach, and together they are bringing us something called the Stupid Cupid. Is that right?
That is correct.
February 8th and 9th at the Marriott downtown. This sounds like actually a lot of fun and a way, Brock, to get people off of those dating apps and back again face to face.
Yes, it absolutely is.
So you're a dating coach.
Yes, I've been a dating coach for 10 years.
So does that imply then that there are some strategies to utilize if you want to find the right person?
I think that there are definitely some strategies that make dating much easier, because let's be completely honest, dating is a very constantly moving landscape, and if you want really good experiences, you have to come with a little bit of intentionality. You can't just show up. We don't really show up to just anything in life.
Right.
We have to be intentional if we want good things.
Okay, I'm a segueer, so I'll let that segue into Ed, because you began these Truly Effortless Events in a way to kind of do the thinking for us, if you will. So you've been planning for this to make it a great experience for everybody when they come.
Exactly. You know, the one thing about Truly Effortless Events, you know, is we're trying to do stuff that is not the norm. You know, you could just have things that you could go to in any town. We want to have something new, something fresh. And it's kind of funny, Brock and I have been knowing each other for a little while, and we both had the same idea. You know, whenever I came up to him, I'm going to get ready to jump into the big time. He goes, you know what, I was just thinking about that.
Yeah.
You know, and
So let's kind of dispel maybe some myths, kind of play a bit of a true or false game, if
Okay.
you will. Because I think that part of the weekend on the 8th and 9th will involve some breakout sessions. I know you have a speed dating part of it on the second day.
Yes.
So you get to put your new learned information to the test. Do you have to be perfect to get a relationship, or should you be authentic?
Authenticity is always going to get you the furthest in life, and especially in the dating marketplace. Nobody is perfect. And I think that the more that we try to be perfect, the less authentic we're able to actually show up, you know, as our best self. So if we can approach dating with the mindset that this person isn't perfect, I'm not perfect, but let's see if we can have and share a really deep, meaningful connection. And if there's no compatibility here, no harm, no foul, move on to the next one.
Should you trust your gut?
Trust your gut. It depends. Have you done the personal work? Is your gut being rooted in maybe unhealed trauma? Because there's a lot of people who are dating who haven't really done the work, who don't know why they are repeating patterns, and they're like, why do I keep meeting this type of person? Or why is that my thing? It's like, well, you're not just meeting them, you're choosing them. And it's really important that we can pick up on those patterns so we can break them. If we want good experiences, we have to take accountability for them.
Is there kind of a general standard of how many dates you go on before you can kind of trust it totally?
To trust your instincts?
Yes.
It's not just dating. There is the downtime. Like, yes, go date, go see what other people are offering, but also see how you're showing up. Are you showing up authentically? If you're feeling like there's not a really good connection that's happening over and over and over and over again, it's probably because you're not the one capable of creating that connection. And I see that more often than not, where people will come to me and say, like, I'm really struggling with dating. I don't ever seem to find somebody who I share that spark with. And I'm like, but is the way that you're showing up, is that the most healed version of yourself? Is that the most authentic? Is that your most attractive self? Or are you bringing some emotional baggage that's keeping you from being able to connect with somebody?
Okay, I know you're going to see the gamut in ages that will be there that day, but let's talk like the 20s-ish age frame, where there are a lot of video gamers out there. Is because I hear, quote, people don't date anymore.
Yeah, that's definitely a big issue. You know, dating, especially if you're young, I mean, dating is kind of expensive. It also requires you to be a little bit more socially adept. Like, how do you even conduct yourself on a first date? No one is even meeting people anymore in person. So when you have video games, when you have social media, these are the things that are slowing your ability to create those connections, or even the confidence to have an in-person interaction. And then by the time you muster up the strength or the confidence or the courage to ask somebody out, it's like, I don't even know if I want to take it any further than this, and it just all falls apart.
Should you listen to what your friends think?
Oh, absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Your friends are often going to give you advice rooted in what they are going through themselves. There's this saying that single people keep people single.
Ah, that's a good phrase.
Yeah.
Is it true that the sexiest part of a person is their brain?
I would absolutely say yes. Obviously, we want to be physically attracted to somebody, but that's only going to get you so far. If you don't have like emotional IQ, how far do you really think being attractive is going to get you? Because we see the most attractive people all the time, like Hollywood, dating athletes. Like, how many of those relationships and marriages last, or how long do those relationships last and someone is unfaithful, or think like being as attractive as you possibly can is not going to get you the long-lasting relationship. You have to develop yourself.
It goes way too fast, the time does. Ed, I got to show people how to get there. Anything you want to add before I do?
No, I'll tell you, I brought Brock, 'cause he's the expert.
He's the expert for this one. But Truly
Yep.
Effortless is bringing all different types
Yep.
of events. So Ed's kind of happy to be the arranger and
Yep.
then let people like Brock take the spotlight. So here's where you want to be. The Stupid Cupid, but you're going to leave smart. February 8th and 9th. TrulySingles.com is where you can go to sign up. Recommended to go both days if you possibly can.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Trevor. Welcome to the Hemp House.